does Kuno care? Yeah? The kingdom of the fuck? A mug in the trash. Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fat brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation technique too.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck about it? You're testing Kuno.
Get lost.
The fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pigmeister. Kuno doesn't...
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Oh? Of course, Detective. Oh? Sounds like he has you running errands, Ah, yeah.
With longing. Clear and simple.
A youth centre with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it. Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him. Yes.
She is more defensive.
Full of ghosts and ancient memories. Has this... Of course, Detective. You can always drop by later, should something come up. Now, what else can I do for you? More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything. The Pale is...
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. We do have a case to attend to.
His voice is low, but firm. All she can say is...
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else. I don't think your colleague would appreciate that. He has already been so Let's continue with something else, all right? You can ask about anything else in the world. Anything.
But she wants to tell you. You could sneak back later when he's not around, unless you can convince him to step aside.
Glad to have been of assistance.
At this point, I'm pretty much just looking for unspent dialogue options, I think. Let me try to talk to Cindy.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to it? I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners. Figures. All of you are liars. They're such sweet boys though, aren't they? My sweet, sweet wannabe skulls. They'll never be accepted, but their hearts are in the right place. Fat chance. But you can still do your part to revitalize the neighborhood.
She throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips and squints up at the sky, as though straining to hear something in the distance.
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, you might hear a gunshot pierce the air somewhere in Jamra. But in Martinez, no gunshots, no sirens. The people are languishing in boredom and complacency. This place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous. You bring the sirens.
What is it with these skulls and cooperation? They have to be the nicest violent street gang in Revachol West.
Okay.
The unpromising race pupil returns. There is nothing fun. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss.
Suggestion. I think my suggestion is already boosted, isn't it? No, it's not. That's this. Suggestions up at +1. Okay. Let's ride the lightning.
The unpromising race pupil
28%.
returns.
Save it. I will pass this check.
The unpromising race pupil.
It's obvious.
Oh, hell
We need
yeah.
to steer the conversation to the topic that interests him the most. Something that he'd like to discuss with another man in private. Other than race science, what else do you think he's into?
Man.
Light bondage? Tattoos? Bingo. This specimen has surrounded himself not only with one or two, but 3 stellar babes.
I don't know about stellar, but
What's more, all these girls seem to be koikos. What's up with that? You have to find out what's his deal with Grad.
personal.
What is he talking?
You mean the babes? Huh, I see. Perhaps we should talk in private. Come with me.
Wait, where is he taking you? What about the lieutenant?
I am not going anywhere. And neither is my mother's office.
All
Wait,
right,
what the fuck?
let's do this before anyone changes their mind.
Okay, there we go.
This way. Processed meat man.
We're gonna miss you, Jean.
You go ahead and have your talk. I need a few things from Fred anyways. We'll catch up later.
He couldn't be happier to get out of this conversation.
Don't worry,
I
babe.
bet.
This won't take long.
Huh. I've never ever seen this part of this game before.
So, women, huh?
The room feels soporific in its silence. Dust particles twirling around in the air.
Women. And that's what is this really about? We already established that. Tell me, what drives you to search for such fantastique mesures? That is a lie you administer yourself. Like men only want to reverse time for one reason. They say, I'm going to do you a kindness, Poopa. I'm going to share a secret. The past is made of static images, distorted memories, demented nostalgia. This, the present, with all its possibilities.
There's something else you need to clear up with him, man to man. Why you knocked him out.
You are trying to insinuate something.
Now is the time to ask about the smell. Didn't he say that it is impossible to maintain an erection with the distinct smell of the koiga?
No, it turns me on.
Interesting. Is it some kind of aphrodisiac then?
Your mind is unable to capture the nuances of this particular situation. It exceeds the limits of your emotional intelligence and your genetic imagination. Do not even try. Poopa, I belong to the SRS, and voluntary offspring production, chimeric or regular, is...
SRS seems to be missing from your records. Seminoles race scientists, street racing syndicate. Is it some kind of performance enhancement supplement?
The Seaman Retention
No
Society.
way.
It does not surprise me that you know nothing about it. Masturbateurs Anonymous is probably an organization you're more familiar with.
Dude, epic.
The SRS is a closed group of strong-willed individuals who have
Oh my
dedicated
God.
themselves to building up strategic seamen.
An enormous expenditure of willpower to build up strategic seaman reserves. You had me at willpower. Let's do it. Life is all about pleasure. Why deny it?
How did this conversation end up here is exactly my
This
thought.
is an oversimplification. But yes,
Here we go.
I just told you. Only after years and years of emotion. No. Yes. She did, yes, with great honors. The entire organization attended when she was given the honorary engraved paperweight. It was a tender day.
Sounds like it.
There should be something here. A memory, a feeling, even if it's just a glimpse. But the depths of your psyche remain silent. You don't have a single memory of your mother.
I am not surprised. You are like the runt of the litter, abandoned, incapable of nurturing a woman. Instead, you have developed this and don't apologize. My women liked it. It is important to appear vulnerable sometimes. Vulnerability nurtures emotional contact. Emotional contact.
Wow, this man has truly internalized the psychology of sex.
Might as well just keep
Look
talking to him for a
around
second.
you. And the women. Women.
Who cares about sexual partners and their promiscuity when you've got the fate and honor of Revachol on your shoulders?
Yeah.
Sounds fun. It's
Yeah.
high time you incorporated some of these things into your daily life. So maybe that's what's up between him and the Quakers.
What is? I wasn't listening. I don't think anyone's being promiscuous with me. I wish they were, though.
You're asking me to share the sacred techniques that I've gathered and internalized on my life journey with you, a stranger?
Watch out. He's getting defensive.
Do not think the serenity of my mother's office makes me forget we are biological competitors. Albeit unevenly matched, you are more likely to get the Coalition to sign over their warships than get these. This knowledge never passes from.
He's flexing as he says these last words. It seems to be involuntary.
Continuous denial. Your lack of psychosexual self-awareness does not. You have to shed this infantile shell.
Everything's revolving around women and sex with this guy. What's that about?
We are life. Life is sexuality. Sexuality is the future. In a biological sense, the man.
What about the Seaman Retention Society?
Yeah, what about it?
He's right. Everything's
What about your
only
seaman
The
club?
shiftiest competitors win.
Seaman Retention Society. I told you, this is a simplification. Climax is not required for victory. In fact, it is discouraged. A true man. It is
I need to remember
far
all
more
this for later.
masculine to pass on a blueprint of your mind and your spirit than your flesh.
Spirit is housed in flesh. No one cares about your fancy ideas if you're getting beaten up behind a bar.
Spoken like a man defeated by love. Unable, these defeaters talk of cooperation is why you have no future.
Maybe even the love of your friends and colleagues. Who needs love if you can wield fear?
This is no time for vague generalities. There is some.
No, this is a trap. He will say or do something horrible if you go down this path. Time to get personal. He's finally ready to open up to you.
The only man worth being called a man, Father Jairzino.
Father Iazinio. Sounds like some kind of mystic or a magician.
No, a welder.
An honest job for an...
Father Jairzinho made me hard, where my mother made me soft.
Gross.
Together, they made me complete. Father Jairzinho was very wise. He realized that if the tender touch of my mother wasn't opposed, I would turn into a complete pussy.
No, not a pussy.
So he did what a man must. He became a counterweight of iron, through scarcity, assizes, discipline, and respect.
Smells like physical violence. Just like with Kuno and his dad. Hopefully, he at least taught his son some welding.
No, not in the stereotypical worries of a traumatized social worker. The reality does not correspond.
Personal trauma. Is he implying you were the one who got beaten up by your dad?
I'm just gonna say I don't have any personal trauma.
This denial does not.
Yeah, I figured he would say that.
You are like
Strange.
Yeah.
There are no memories of that recorded anywhere in your body. He's making it up. He's making it up to gain an unfair advantage over you in sexual and possibly financial competition. Slip out of his reach.
This is a weakness I can empathize with. You have my pity. Take solace in it. Yes, I inherited my genetic
And by
Cool.
essence, he means his strategic semen reserve. The collector, that one.
because Father Jairzinho is my father, and
His father taught him respect.
I am merely offering a small glimpse of functional family dynamics, something you were clearly deprived of. No, he does not. But it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's weird that it took me
I
back.
shouldn't care. Clearly, it is impossible. If you want advice on babes, or the mysteries of life, or even on Revachol, look forward. To escape your defeated state, you need to move forward. On to future victories. It seems to me you are in need of a warning. Here it is. It is absolutely possible to return to the past. You just need to take a ticket, let it dither and rot your mind. Then you can marinate forever in your irreversible...
No. This does not sound inviting. Finally, a chance to connect with the divine. It gets very cold in the office, like in a desert after the nightfall.
There is no catch. You will get what you want. The rule is a cruel master, but it is not pale. Pale takes your mind and rejects. Go have a look. The white-haired protein mass at the intersection. The lorry driver. Impossible to miss her if you're even a half-decent cop. Go talk with her again. Ask her about Pale. See what a relentless obsession with the past does to a man. Yes, our little meeting has finished. It's time to leave my mother's office and return to our... And remember, what happens in my mom's office stays in my mom's office. Quiet contemplation ends, biological rivalry resumes.
So that's whose office this is.
Finally. I thought I'd have to come looking for you. What took you so long?
Just men being men, Kim, you would
Honey.
understand.
As if a revelation just hit him. You're not going to like it.
You are really starting to remind me of him. All right, let's go.
It's alright. Alright, we're back to 0. I can't wait to have the second playthrough where I'm actually friends with Kim. It's better, but just saying like reckless ass shit all the time is kind of entertaining in this game. Why did I come back here again? I don't remember.
Mr. Dubois,
I think I meant to go the other way. Oh, here we go.
To hell with it. Every worker is white. Now, what can I do for you today? Yes, yes. My best men are tracking it down. Some kids saw some other kids running away with it. Some folks said a paranoid schizophrenic might have it. Leads are being checked, Harry. What's that, Harry? You're getting a little pale. Is it the words paranoid schizophrenic and lost gun in one sentence? Don't worry, it's just a lead. It'll probably turn out to be nothing.
Okay.
No, you didn't. I know the mailman, Harry. I know everyone and everything that happens in this just like
Cool.
I know you'll get it done. Once you stop horsing around, by all means, Harry. What's on your mind?
Alright.
Oh, hey, mister. Sure, mister. Absolutely. I'm always willing to help out nice fellows such as... Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know.
Told you.
I think it's like rhetoric or something that I use to like talk the door open, so I don't think it's gonna work.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw
3%.
has not lessened since you were lost.
I need to have like maximum rhetoric to get that open, I think. Can't fast travel from here, can I? Nope. So... Really? This is part of it? That's crazy. Alright, we'll go talk to the Pale Driver again. It does kill time.
The woman is still hunched over the ring.
Huh? What is it? What are you? And what is that?
Nothing, no need to be direct.
San Jamboree, you turn out to be. You have about a third of the jawline of Gabriel Buenguerra. None of the boys.
My dude's an
What are
idiot.
you doing? This woman might be your
Oh,
only chance
fine.
to figure out how.
And what is...
Great. He asked the Pines rep about the pay, and now he's talking to everyone about it. Fine then. Just try not to black out again, and don't contemplate. We don't have time for that. We're still on this ridiculous side task, I see. Ma'am,
No offense. But your partner seems like a bit of an idiot.
That's true.
You are an idiot. And you are keeping me here, glued to this rocket. Unless there was anything else?
No, no, no. You'll never figure out how to turn back time if you're not honest with her. Explain what's going on with you.
Like Gabriel Buenguerro in Pergunte a Poeira. You're the opposite of me, then. I remember everything. Even things I never knew. The smell of liquor on Gabriel's lips after the shoot. In the motor park. The roses on the day of Franco Negro's coronation. On the grand stairs of Ryle. The smoke from the Fowling piece when Dolores Day was shot.
Yes, yes. This is what you've been searching for.
The look on her face, like an orgasm. The wound in her chest. My hand in my father's hand. Except I never had a father. And I never shot her innocent as Dolores Day. Heroic doses, Rivera. Heroic. Thought insertion? Dithering? The Grad Catalan Magistral? It's more than dangerous. It's sad. But at first I had to make a living. Now, when you've seen it all go away like that, rolling off like the sea, and then come back to this, what are we doing here? For thousands of years, Gabriel. It doesn't have to be like this. We can just give up. We can just become a vapor. In the belly of an airship, behind the steel windows. So you don't look straight into it. It's not advised to look into it. No, the same one, a roller. They all are nowadays. Special wheels for connecting to the floor of the hole.
The wheels all small and round. Multi-axle trailers.
Nothing. Until it starts. When you are deep enough. Then, for me, it's like autumn. Dark, gray, and orange. The orange of street lights and the color of streets in the electric light. It smells like autumn too. It smells terrible.
Nostalgia. Cooped up in the cabin, shaking. Terrible nostalgia. For yourself. For humans. It's too much to bear. She loves it.
Yes.
This is your chance. Ask her. Is it really possible?
Jerife, what you understand wouldn't fill a pamphlet. You don't need to turn back time. The Pale is already churning with it. As the tide of Pale rises, so does the past. Someday, both will cover the whole world. That's it. That's the story. And that's just fine with me. I don't mind becoming vapor. I like vapor.
You don't like the sound of that, Chief. All the really good stuff is right here, in the present.
They say there's a point. One that I have not crossed. The Pale super deep. If you stray too far, of course, on the U41A, or in Lomonosov's land, where every step you take is one step further from home, no matter the direction. It's a point you cannot come back from. Your mind becomes so radiant with the past, there is a flip. Instead of writing, it erases memory, nearing some kind of indescribable finale. Maybe you've been down the motorway south. It's a story as lone horsemen tell. Lone horsemen, Jerife, not Pale drivers. Way beyond the established Pale that's lit by radio frequencies, where it goes silent and dark, and the process begins, erasure, kilometer by kilometer, in any direction. The motorway south is a road you cannot come back from. No one knows what's at the end. I've only glimpsed the beginning. I've only felt it in the distance when I
Oh,
was
neat.
a child. A child growing on the lab. Josiane.
There is nothing more to do.
You've fried both your brains enough for today, detective.
Yeah.
Now, I'd like to have a word with you about this side task of yours. You've been saying that for a while, and yet, you only seem to be getting
That's very true.
Because the problem isn't time, it's you, detective. If you're serious about this, really truly serious, then I suggest you take a long, hard look in the mirror and ask yourself what's really going on.
I'm sorry,
The
Kim.
lieutenant is
I have to be a
right.
dick to you.
It's the only way forward. Face yourself, Kingsman.
No, come on. Let's leave this one to her reverie.
Fair. This is an interesting thought. It'd be the last one, right? Sure enough. We have an entirely full thought cabinet now, which is the opposite of the way that I played last time. Alright, time to go get the signatures, I guess.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you.
Hold on. Isn't there some... How's this lady out? Check or something?
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards.
Suggestion. Oh,
Simmer
God.
down. Simmer down.
Heroic 15. Oh, and Kim's here, so it makes it awkward.
Let's see. Who are you looking for? Well, how can I assist
Oh,
you then,
well, that's
officer?
weird.
Oh? Who?
That's so
how can I assist you
strange.
then, officer?
I can say I'm looking for somebody. Okay, whatever. I guess I'll just get the signatures.
Tequila Sunset. What's in a name?
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Don't call. Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. I was once a reasonably high
Yeah, never
so
mind,
you
fair enough.
don't want to just hear the same story again. Wonderful.
Aw.
Classy. The tale I'm about to tell you is an urban legend particular to Martinaise. That said, I first heard it from a former bicycle courier in Coran. There are many variations on the basic story, and the details often conflict. What everyone agrees on is that nobody knows the exact nature or identity of the phenomenon.
Are you telling the story of the headless?
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. Summer of 44. 17-year-old Gertrude Hett is walking home from a late shift at the harbor. It's almost midnight. She stops for a cigarette near the canal.
The streets are warmed by a southerly breeze. The lights of a passing motor carriage bloom and fade in the distance. In the harbor's dark, her cigarette is a beacon, dancing alone. The image comes to you effortlessly, as though you'd walked the same streets yourself 1,000 times.
Our heroine finds herself enjoying the peace and quiet the canal provides. What she doesn't know is that her peace is about to be shattered. From behind her comes the clattering of hooves. Startled, she turns around, and what does she see? Well, yes, but it's the man on the horse that's of interest here. A man with no head on his shoulders, wearing a found tracksuit, searching for the legendary found cap that went missing when he lost his head.
That's super spooky. That's really funny.
I thought that he rode a headless pig.
Well, there are many versions of this story, the most peculiar of which has the headless found rider riding on the
My
back
guy's all
of
bought
another
in.
headless man. Yes. According to legend, young Gertrude had to endure years of psychotherapy before she was able to look at a horse or tracksuit again. And she's one of the lucky ones. Gertrude Het may have been the first to witness the headless found rider, but she wasn't the last. Oh no.
Tell him about the two feminists by the locks.
Fuck, Rosemary, they were dating. No one said they were feminists. Everyone always misremembering this stuff.
This wouldn't be the De Ponte Delgado case, would it?
What? You know it.
I've read the case file, but please, go on.
Right. Early autumn of 46. Ula de Pont and Eva Delgado are fishing near the waterlock long after the sun has set. The wind picks up. A sky already dark now blackens. Water starts falling from above. The first cold rain of the season.
Two women stand on a small outcropping of rocks. One of them is wearing a purple raincoat. Thin lines reach out from the rods into the sea. Small droplets start to...
The women are caught in the downpour. They act quickly. Eva gathers the rods whilst Ula turns around to reach for the tackle box. When she sees something, her shriek is so violent that the residents of the nearby apartment building believe lightning has struck. But there is no lightning. Only a heavy downpour and the silhouette of the headless found rider looming on the horizon. Ula makes a run for the shore, but Eva slips on a wet rock and disappears into the cold, cold canal with nary a sound. Her body is never recovered. Word on the street is that she, you know, gave herself facial deconstruction surgery. Real grisly stuff.
That part, at least more or less, corresponds to the case file.
See? Told you. Anyway, that's the story of the headless found rider. Pretty crazy, huh? Well, Tequila, that's part of the legend. No one knows for sure. There are a couple of possibilities, though. Some say he was an undercover cop who blew his cover and got beheaded by the vicious gang he had infiltrated. Now he rides, searching for his lost-found cap, plotting revenge. Others claim he was a professional jockey who veered off course during a steeplechase, ended up in somebody's backyard, and got decapitated by an exceptionally taut clothesline.
Even decapitation couldn't stop his commitment to the sport. Are you that committed?
Personally, I think he was just some guy who hanged himself from a really tall tree, and the fall was so violent that his head came clean off. Coincidentally, at that exact moment, a horse happened to pass under him, and
That's
the
awesome.
beheaded corpse mounted it, where it remains to this day.
For some reason, this does strike you as the most plausible theory of them all.
Isn't it? All the pieces fit together perfectly. That's how I know it's right. Anyway, to each his own. You want to hear any other stories? Yeah? Why don't you go eat shit, Tequila? There's no way you know a better one than that. Damn right it doesn't. So why don't you just shut up and leave it to the master? No one knows. Some say he stalks Martinez to this day, and can be seen near the canal when the clock strikes midnight.
He won't, though, because it's just a stupid legend.
Aye, I saw him one night when I was right shit-faced.
I actually do have one. The strangest of them all. But I'll need to fortify myself before I can tell that one. Do you have anything to fortify old Doom Spiral? It's very hard to tell a story when one's mouth is dry.
Here we go.
Advanced
Being a terrible
race
person.
Theory. Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and to
Learning
be fair,
cap rhetoric
a little
grades.
ridiculous.
+1 conceptualization. Okay. Oh yeah, the signatures.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I don't think I'm able to look for the loophole, am I?
You take the legal documents out of the...
Takes a logic point. Alright, well.
Our tenant, the policeman. Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all the scribble. Tell me what it says. Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board.
This may be more complicated than I thought.
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards. Who are you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the Union building? What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that... He has a pen and everything. Here you go. You're welcome.
Okay.
Our tenant, the policeman. Lillian should let her sword make her decisions. The girl just doesn't have the head for it. Either way, I won't sign. I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interests at heart? Rich men are always selling poor men promises they never plan to keep. Then the poor get pushed out of their homes and the rich get a little richer. That's the way it goes. So no, I don't trust the fat man, and neither should you.
She speaks with the authority of a leader. Hers is the final word around here. She is headstrong, but there's a slight hesitation in there. you may be able to convince her.
Well, I'll tell you what. Is there... Really, the only thing left that I can do is the,
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see, this idiocy has gone on far too long. It's time to wipe that decadent homosexual grin off your face. Time to see yourself as you truly are.
Yeah, fat chance of that. I'm not sure that I have anything that boosts endurance. Yeah. Well. Is there... Is there a drug that boosts? Yeah, Motorix. Here we go. Try it like this.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. This idiocy has gone on
Wow.
far too long. It's time to wipe that decadent homosexual grin off your face. Time to see yourself as you truly are.
Huh. Oh, I took the thing for Motorix. I needed physique. I'm dumb. Whoops. Sure. Okay. Time to see myself as I truly am. But first, I need to get really high and drunk. Okay.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. This idiocy
Here we
has
go.
gone on far too
42%. And you know what? Let me just be a total jerk and save first. I don't know. If I fail, I might just roll with it, but if it's terrible, then I might retry.
An old mirror hangs on the wall.
Or I
This
might die or
idiocy has
something, you know
gone
what I mean?
on far too long. What was that? Did you just flinch before
Alright, we'll
your
see it through.
own reflection? Yes,
Liar.
you did. There's no use denying it. The problem is obvious. You simply can't hack it. You're a failure. It's all too much for you. Love, time, Revacon, all of it. The pressure is putting you on your knees. That stupid expression was your last line of defense. But now, even that has collapsed.
Oh, it's frowning.
The combined
Harry,
armies of
dude,
pain
down in the
and
corner, no
shit
way.
Are streaming through your gates, pillaging your stores, carrying off your woman. Oh,
My
yes,
woman.
they're all gone. Carried off by foreign invaders. But now, every night, while you masturbate in the ruins of your not-so-great anymore home, they're getting pleasure by foreign men with superior testosterone levels and far more advanced sexual practices than your feeble grunt and thrust. What's that? Can't hear yourself over the moans of your woemen in the hands of foreigners who play them like instruments. Be careful, or they'll wear you like a sock, Harry boy. No, it's far too
so
late.
funny, dude.
All that remains
That is
is
so
for you
funny.
to feel bad. Because you failed. It turns out you've already been wearing your true face. The face of the loser. The face of he who could not handle it. Now, get out of your sight.
Okay, now let's see what happens when we, like, pass this check. No, not that.
An old mirror hangs on the... This idiocy has gone on far too long. What was
Oh, shit.
that? The problem is...
Well, what the hell, man? Alright, this time if I fail, I'm just gonna roll with it.
An old mirror hangs on... This idiocy has gone on far too long. What was that?
Man.
Did you... The problem is of love. That stupid ex... Oh, yes. They're all gone. Now, every night while you masturbate, you don't even have... It turns out you've already been wearing your true face.
Dude, I wanna know. I wanna know. The save scumming is so real.
An old mirror hangs... This idiocy has gone on far too... It's time you knew the true love. It's all...
I knew it! I thought so. I fucking knew it. That's why I wanted to do it over again, because I thought it was just going to do exactly that. It's fucking sweet, man.
Face it, brother. No one's got the willpower to set things right. They won't do what it takes. Look deep inside yourself. You know it's true, because it hurts. Brother, you have succeeded. It takes a true Kingsman to summon the will to face reality in all its darkness. To stare straight into the abyss and do what must be done. There's a lever in front of you. Pull it, and atomic fire blankets your beloved Revocol. Millions die in an instant, but you are spared. You and the voice in the payphone. That voice, so warm and sweet. While the world burns, the two of you, together again, ride an aerostatic into the sunset. Maybe it will work this time. Spare Revocol, and you'll never hear from her again. Will you sacrifice a second chance at love to keep Revocol safe? An involuntary twitch runs through your hand, almost like reflex. You're a hard motherfucker. Tightness in gaseous form leaves your body. If we didn't know better, we'd say you enjoyed consigning your city to the flames. Enough. The Franco-Nigerian Court of Honor has held your naked soul up against the sevenfold sun miracle and looked right through it. Close your eyes and know this is who you are. You're tired, afraid, sad, hungry, and in pain. But most of all, confused. Yet, still, like a tiny icebreaker, the tiniest boat in the fleet, you plow ever forward. Now, open your eyes.
Oh, he starts frowning anyway.
Wonder. The HMS Modest Kingsman has left the docks. You are neither the greatest nor the strongest icebreaker on the seas, but you are what you are. It was time to banish that pitiful, sad look from your face.
Oh, you end up sad, Harry, either way.
With a perfect reflection of your unyielding resolve, your noble suffering. This is the face worn by the first lawbringers, the noble tyrants. Today, you join their number. Never.
Dude, that's too
May
funny.
this serve as a constant reminder of your sacred, unputdownable burden. That's one way of saying that the nerve damage is quite severe. The only way you'll be able to change your face now is with your fingers. Now, shout from the top of your lungs. You are the noble sufferer.
Sweet,
With a
okay.
rundown
So
shadow
now I
of the
never have to
far
get this
coast,
achievement again.
A middle-aged man pounds his fists and looses an animal cry as he stares into a sliver of clouded glass. From above the Bay of Revachol, a cold wind gathers in response. The people of the fishing village pull their coats and blankets tight about themselves. You step back from the mirror. A loose board creaks.
Well, that was certainly more interesting. Should I shave my face while I'm in here? Yeah, I should.
On the table, you see a bowl of water. Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair from below the nose line. The sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it chilly. They feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you, as if you just came from a cold. You don't have a face anymore. It's all baby ass now. The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look a little younger, maybe.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta... Okay, I just wanted to get a picture of that.
Your face, such as it is, irregularly.
Yeah. Transformed Harry.
What happened to you?
Better keep the lieutenant in the dark about the whole icebreaker thing. He's not gonna get it.
Yes, your face. Looks like you're having a stroke. Can you even move it?
That's a negative, Lieutenant.
I just don't understand, officer. Please help me understand.
Dude, this is too funny. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Alright, I need to go to the fruit store. So we'll go back to Martinet. Dude, that's too funny, man. He's sad Harry now. I wish I could wear the Man from Heimdall shirt, but taking the -2 to the authority is just too big of a hit.
A A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine.
Okay, here. I hope. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better. Okay,
There.
here. I
Almost
hope
like
Saint
super
Baptiste
stock
makes you
up.
feel.
Alright.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display. The girl delves into the magazine, down onto one knee, pretending to do up a shoelace.
Nice.
Take a loose package from the bottom, slip it in the old sleeve. The girl doesn't notice a thing.
There's the +1 endurance. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Last thing really to do. I guess I really don't want to go and ask about insects for a very particular reason. Because there's a certain ending in that direction that I don't want to go towards.
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting on a single pane of glass. A crack runs.
Never mind. I really don't know when this lady shows up here, or if she shows up here. Let's see. Alright, so it's 4 p.m. right now. I'm not really able to...
You take the legal documents out of the youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
Wait, what? Oh, wow. That's so weird. Huh.
You see that seagull up there? Remind you of anybody?
Nothing comes to mind.
You and the seagull are just alike. Think about the seagull's story. It's one of endurance and adaptation. The seaside was paradise once. They were birds of that paradise. Then their paradise became shit city. And what did they do? They became urban survivors, eating burgers out of trash cans, killing and eating pigeons. No time for that sentimental bullshit. They're hustlers, getting shit done. They're one pair of track pants away from gangsters, just like you.
Fucking right.
Own it. Steal hot dogs, shit in the sand, whatever it takes to keep going.
What? What's happening? Oh, okay. I think I need to, like, one way that I could use to pass time and not get the envelopes, I think, would maybe be to just, like, go buy some more books.
Bright mural, a slogan used to intertwine.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
Oh, okay.
The legend is here. You know the drill. Smoke up, pilsner up, buy the beautiful bottle of blue spirits.
Neat.
My kind of guy. Here you go. Just make sure to enjoy.
Son, you will not kill yourself with this. Not today. So we're going to store this as a sellable item. Go s-
Hi, by amphetamine I mean speed. Hi, what I said. Good, my man. Now what can I offer you?
Okay. I feel like it's not gonna let me rest. Kim's not gonna let me rest, is he?
The worn and beaten wooden
We can sit on benches after.
You can revisit the bench.
Whatever, dude. You suck, Kim. What the hell? I thought I already had this. Okay. Yeah, now that that's internalized, maybe I'm supposed to return to Measurehead and do this. I'm hoping that I can advance the clock enough. I'll go to the bookstore and buy a book as well. Oh, the other man from Heimdall.
The display rack is brimming with this is entirely complete.
Oh yes, certainly. Another.
Insane.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposed...
Nah, that might make me a better cop if I read that.
Shelves full of biographies of fame.
I would say The Greatest Innocence, a very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the Innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things. Certainly, it's prudent.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something...
A true
Sure.
cultural touch.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and...
Indeed. Well,
description of the medicinal properties of the tome seems to get...
Seemed like I was dropping frames there for a little bit. Okay.
Medicinal purpose. Flipping through the book, you find... Have you taken any walks through the Pearl recently? And on your walks, do you stop to meditate on the nature of your being? You need to do that. It's important for opening up your archaeogenous zones. There are a series of psychic nodes located throughout your body. Unfortunately, the stresses of modern life often cause us to close off our archaeogenous zones, which can result in all manner of physical and psychic ailments. Regular meditation in the Pearl, however, can help to open up these zones. Permit good, and when you meditate, are you in the nude? Excellent. Free your body. You long to feel the cool breeze tickle against your inner thighs and midriff. What about your junk? Well, yeah, on your junk too. Your genitalia are the site of your most important archaeogenous zone. It's vitally important to aerate them in the Pearl. A note of caution, however, be sure to limit your exposure to the Pearl to no more than flipping through the book you come across. It seems to contain descriptions of the medicinal properties of various ingredients. There's nothing in here that speaks to hangovers directly. However, while browsing through the various descriptions, you become convinced that you could assemble something from the ingredients listed here. Want to give it a shot? First, you need to choose a base ingredient. Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle. Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add? The tincture you've invented sounds intriguing, but it's whoever wrote this never heard of the hair of the dog. Fuck this book. See if there's a bar open that'll still serve you. Would you like to try again? Very well. First, next, you'll need to combine the basing. Lastly, is there anything the tincture you've whoever wrote? Would you like to try again? Very well.
Just gonna keep doing this.
First, next, lastly, the tincture you've invented. Whoever wrote? Would you like to try? Very well.
This is passing a bunch of time, isn't it?
You'll need to combine the base ingredient. Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add? The tincture. Whoever wrote this. Would you like to try again? You close the book and find yourself staring.
Well, that's... Now it's all of a sudden 7 p.m. Cool. Let's see. I still don't think this person's in here. Man. I don't think this is gonna help a whole lot, but let's see.
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax. The shards glimmer in the dark. It's a mystery. All you know is this.
Okay. Well, that's why we got a bunch of medicine. Alright, well, I'm gonna go wait out the rain and read another book. My Man from Hyundai.
The cover of this tattered paperback features the man from Hyundai standing atop a pile of bloody corpses. His two Zweihanders are crossed over his massive chest in a dramatic X, their blades dripping with gore. Behind him rise the harsh, snow-capped peaks of his native Northlands. In bold red letters, the title, Hyundai Man, the man from Hyundai, unfurls like a banner. In the foreground, a nearly nude woman lies spread in supplication, her privates strategically covered by her flowing black hair. These images speak to something burbling deep within you. Quick, find someone or something that needs to be gutted, beheaded. The back blurb reads, his latest adventure serves as the perfect introduction to the savage Hyundai saga. Meet Man from Hyundai, his faithful blood brother, Tyribald, the noble Lord Hrothgar, and some of their most fearsome foes yet, for the Northlands, for Hyundai. Below, in smaller font, you see the parenthetical, adapted from Man from Hyundai and the Necromancer's Treasure, Man from Hyundai, Lord of Hrothgar, and Man from Hyundai, the Curse of Nacht-Hera. The back blurb reads, his latest adventure serves as the perfect below. In smaller font, the story opens in media res. The man from Hyundai and his band of northern reavers are in the bowels of an ancient temple, surrounded by an army of gibbering whites, led by the deathless necromancer. One by one, the brave Northmen fall to the relentless crush of undead, only to join their number as reanimated corpses. By nightfall, only the man from Hyundai and his blood brother, noble Tyribald, are left standing against the dead horde. It is an honor to die by your side, brother, Tyribald cries, as his battle axe beheads one of their reanimated comrades. 9, Tyribald, the man from Hyundai, bellows over the army of flesh and bone. Have courage. For the Northlands. For Hjelmdal. He leaps to the mezzanine to face the black-eyed figure, and like a mad ice bear, the writer has never held a sword in their life, let alone two two-handed swords at the same time. And with deadly finesse, his twin blades scissor the necromancer's head from its body. The undead legions collapse like ragdolls as the dark magic leaves them, and the two Northmen stand alone in their cursed temple, where the bodies of their lost brothers litter the floors. A few chapters later, the man from Hjelmdal and Tyribald are in a completely different setting, high above an arid desert, riding a pair of griffins that always seem to appear at narratively convenient moments. The Northmen find themselves in the court of a powerful southern king, Lord Hrothgar. The old king beseeches the man from Hjelmdal to rid his kingdom of the Naktera, a subterranean clan of blind wizards who traded their souls for demonic powers. The man from Hjelmdal extracts a high price from the desperate king. He asks land for the homeless desert pygmies living exiled in the kingdom's borderlands. Hrothgar offers the hand of his eldest daughter instead, but the son of winter does not budge. You skip past a section detailing an elaborate banquet with many toasts, as well as the long and perilous journey from Hrothgar's keep to the ancient forest of Yesdor. In the center of the great hall stands a blood altar on which a pair of Naktera are disemboweling a shrieking peasant, an unholy rite that empowers the Naktera forbidden magic. As the vile ceremony ends, the sound of steel unsheathing draws the Naktera's attention to a pair of cloaked figures standing in the doorway. This is what you came for, isn't it? A climatic bloodletting, where men are reduced to muscle and fury. Swiftly, the visitors toss off their cloaks and unsheathe glimmering northern steel. It's the man from Hjelmdal. In an instant, the Naktera summon a horde of gibbering orcanoids who rush our heroes. The hall fills with the clang of blades and the screams of the dying as the floor goes slick with steaming orcanoid viscera. When the din of battle settles, only the man from Hjelmdal and Tyribald remain standing. Exhausted and dripping with the entrails of their foes, the two Northmen confront the foul Naktera. The man from Hjelmdal's soda-like blue eyes fill with indescribable fury. For the Northlands, he cries, rushing headlong into a desperate melee. He probably is, but you can't be sure, because this one ends in a cliffhanger and a footnote says, considering the sheer amount of different Hjelmdalaman books out there, it's very unlikely you're ever gonna find the sequel. The man from Hjelmdal still...
That was enlightening. I still don't think there's going to be anybody around.
The greatest innocence. Browsing. You can do it. Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well. It's pop quiz time. Let's see what you've learned. This might take a few minutes. You ready? That's the spirit. Here we go. Question 1. Who was the first innocence? Dolores Day. Incorrect. Dolores Day was the innocence of humanism, internationalism. Her colors are silver, white, and ape. Steer clear of this one. There's something terrible about this one. A strange sensation of loss. When she left the earth, the dust, and the ice, And the humans? That is unimportant to the quiz. Stop thinking about this. Yes, the quiz is impersonal. No need to rouse sensations in yourself at the mention of Dolores Day. Incorrect. So Sola resigned after. Correct. Nothing much is known about him. It's not even clear that he was a he, but Franco Negro presumed as such and called him Pius. He's depicted as a young man with molten gold pouring out of his mouth. All he spoke was gold. It's said he invented God and equality of men before God. He also introduced the gold standard as a way for measuring people's love for Aurum. As the first innocence, he declared that there should be more of those like him. It is presumed his disciples were the beginning of the Holy Party, the founding party. Question 2. Who was the strongest innocence? Dolores. Incorrect again.
Wow.
While she originated many modern even though the words most associate. Correct. Named the innocence of militarism. He codified hereditary rule. Franco Negro at question 3. Who? Okay, it wasn't Dolores Day. She's not false. Correct. There have been a number of counter or false innocences. Some assumed to have innocentic qualities. Some who just thought so themselves. Occasionally, they have the support of a faction inside the ecclesiastic. The most famous and important of these was Ernau Pasternak. He was into torture, despotism, hymns, cannons, and final stretch. You've come so far and learned so much. This is the most important one. Question 4. Who? Correct. The Mesk might see Franco Negro as the father of nations, but as of this century, there's been a great shift in attitude. Dolores Day has become wide everything from inter-esolary travel to the connected world to 3 consecutive scientific revolutions can be and more beautiful and more beautiful. Congratulations on finishing the test. A C, vaguely passable. You would have done better if you just left Dolores Day for the end. Dial the Dolores Day down a bit.
What's going on with you? Okay.
You are shouting at an inanimate object, like a real weirdo. No wonder you seem to have trouble with the right answers.
I mean, facts.
Six crumbling petals rest on your palm. It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers. It's proven to be harder than arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. You don't exactly close them. The acidic stent, you know, like the bits they put into public piss bowls, probably called therm. Your nose does not understand what it did wrong.
Okay. That's fine. Alright, now that it's 9 o'clock, maybe something's changed. Maybe not. Maybe I have to get the signatures. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so that won't be ready yet. I'm just gonna try to keep going without the signatures.
Right to work! Free flow of commerce! Don't talk to him any longer. Just leave, please.
Man.
The man's breathing steadies. It's hard to do that when you...
The unpromising race pupil returns, and look, Bay. The minion of law is also an assistant.
So unadvanced.
The Bazik, you could have used this opportunity to take solace.
Damn, Jean. How are you?
Okay. That's finally done. Let's see. And I do feel more secure now that we have an extra skill point. I'm really unsure if I just have to get the signatures. I don't know, man. I do also want to see what happens if I just bring it up to this guy.
Right to free flow! Don't talk. Fucking How about you fuck off?
Okay, of course.
There could be weapons aiming at us right now.
Oh.
Somewhere above. The man's breathing. It's hard to do that.
Is that all that I... Wait. Let's see. No? That didn't even really do anything. Okay. Whatever. No need to confront him about it then, I guess. If it dinged me down to bad cop status a little more, then I would probably have done it. Or I would just roll with it, I mean. So... we did the thing with Measurehead. I don't think... 1355 was it? Is when I got this. Yeah. So that shouldn't be, that won't be done for like another hour. No, not here. My bad. And this... maybe this just doesn't happen unless you get the signatures.
Oh, hey, Wade. Coffee in the back. Something familiar about that. Coffee and stale cookies.
The ones in the tent outside? Right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones. Why not? They would might even be nice to have some company. Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. No. You just have to wait until she comes back.
Or search through her radio computer.
Okay. I will try that.
The machine's keyboard is the speaker.
Good evening. Votre accident on Saint-Brun. This is good. Please
Let's look around. There's no use trying. Maybe he knows something.
I am contractually obliged.
I'm afraid we are not doing.
Now, can you please repeat the perf received? Votre accident. Is there anything else I can do? Sleep.
The machine's keyboard is.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Wade.
Coffee in the back. Something.
Too many times, Ese. You need it for something. Don't sweat it, vato. What you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita. I
Okay.
think we're done here,
Sweet.
Ese.
Oh, neat.
That was, however,
Okay. Alright. Things are moving along again.
The machine's keyboard is still the speak.
Good evening. Votre good. Please good. I have votre accident. Is there anything else
Unlock
I
the
can
filament
do
after
for you
ending the
today?
call. Please press mint to access the filament. Okay.
I have two machines registered to this company name in Martinez. One on Saint-Brun, the other on Rue de Saint-Ghislaine.
Saint-Brun. That's the church. And Rue de Saint-Ghilaine? That's the Doom commercial area.
Shut up, Kim.
Anything else I can help you with? Sleep well, votre accident.
The machine's keyboard is. The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal. The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving. What was that about narcotics? This could prove to be interesting. See? Ridden with narcotics. Just like Andre said.
I doubt that we can find any. It's just idle fishermen's gossip to scare away the kids. Nothing spooky about this place either. It's just abandoned and cold, and in an awful part of town.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
For setting up a radio computer. 8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simo for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. Artists, yet again. Harassing citizens, stealing badges. occupying public spaces with installations like the one here. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked.
True that.
I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right. 12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the heart.
The strike. We are nearing. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good, I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. That disco man must be a cell.
A girl on the ice?
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
No. It was a great idea. You're learning things. This is how you learn things about machine. March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also, some canned air. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of a strange woman went straight for the radio computer.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
Yeah.
Yes, you are breaking in, but not into her radio computer. You're a master circuit bender.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCN, you see.
There are no coalition military data links. And even if there was, you couldn't access them over a civilian network. That's nonsense. You're just a police officer. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
What is it? No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper. I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience And I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages. If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
That still doesn't answer what she's doing in an abandoned church.
Have you seen the crab man?
No. Yes. And?
And the crab man has seen you.
I don't care. I don't care about craftsmen.
Wow, she really doesn't. Not afraid, this one.
You really like those questions, don't you?
They're bloodshot. She really hasn't been getting much sleep lately, has she?
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out. I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that. Exactly. What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
You measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, but honestly, it's not progressing very well. Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark.
There's this place at the back of the church, a place where all audible vibrations seem to decease. I've named it the Swallow, and the higher you go, the less you record.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
This is where the crab man lives.
I know. No, I don't. Great. Thanks. What? I hate it.
Okay, wow, that was quick.
Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music. This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here. Take a guess, why don't you? I can't believe they got you so easily.
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
Well, it's disappointing that I'm not gonna be able to... Maybe I don't know. Logic, man, come on. Let me just get changed real quick before this conversation. Oh my goodness.
again. So, how things
Oh my
going?
god. Dude, even with all those bonuses?
Goodbye, officer.
+3. Okay, so it's just a base +3, 4. A base +4, okay. That makes a little more sense as to why it's so low.
So
Okay,
you had a
well.
talk with Andre. It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave you
Oh.
time to get a reading on your sign. Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align. See? Our signs are way off. I can already tell this social relationship is gonna take a lot of work. A sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me? Seems like my creation has found its way into the legal bureaucracy. What did you want to ask about it? The dead guy smiling. He defeated history. We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its depths. Present moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death. Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beat.
Or drugged out of his mind, come to think of it.
Or drunk. Or in a clinical coma. Or glad to be dead. But those versions suck.
True.
I guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for? Nah. Still strongly out of sync. Stage gamma disalignment. You heard me. The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment. I can see that. Further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve sign synchronicity would be by getting us into the church. Hi again. So, how are things going?
There's just no way that I can pass this, so I might as well.
Okay, so the Speed Freaks want to start a club for dance music. Indeed. So one of them came upon the abandoned church. They want to turn it into a club for dance music. But Agents Plus, and it has to be considered. You can't invent the future of dance music in this smelly.
Goodbye, officer.
Their story checks out. Good enough for me.
Yes, what is it?
What? Oh, man. I don't know why I didn't.
Hi again. So, how are things going? Yes? What's the deal? A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you... Come on, man. Who will you trust? A spooky programmer or us? We just want to make the world a better place. Feel the love! Get down and feel it! You'll get there, believe me. Anyway, now that it's settled... What a pity! That's my favourite thing in the world! And she doesn't like it at all! A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity? Unity! Dance! And you can't just evict her? Hell yeah! No Noid, no hammer,
I'm sure there's a workaround. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church.
The lines in the dark exist, coexist. At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, wonderful. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think? Excellent. Good luck, my friend.
Oh man. It's
Goodbye,
alright.
officer.
It still wouldn't have been enough even if I got like a +1 bonus or something like that. That's kind of what I was figuring. Huh. Okay. I might have messed up.
The old woman still. The buzz of electricity.
Yes, I can't really sleep it. My suggestion is, don't. Don't go any older than you already are. That's all.
Not sure if I can get this suggestion out. I don't think I have anything with suggestion. Oh yeah. Sick ass jacket.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves.
I guess I gotta save beforehand, because if I don't complete this, then I don't get my gun. Which... actually... might be a bad cop move.
Our tenant, the policeman.
Logic and reason
Damn it.
won't work on this old bat. Better go for shameless emotional manipulation. What's the grandmother's deepest vulnerability? The grandmother card will do the trick. Last chance to turn back. Okay, let's see, how to cop points.
Okay. So I'm pretty much getting the neutral cop thing either way. I might as well just get the
What
cop.
do you mean? I raised my own kids in this village and they are doing fine for themselves. They are good kids. No. Well, I imagine they'll grow up and live too.
You've got her. Now just reel her in.
Then,
You have her. Now twist the knife. Wait. Let her come to it herself.
I don't believe the Fat Man's Youth Center is going to change anything. But what other choice do we? I won't be around much longer anyway. Not with the dampness in my bones. If they want to take a chance, who am I to stop them? Did you say something?
Reluctantly, she takes the pen.
See that you didn't just get us all screwed.
Let's go, Melit.
Oh, tell me the mailbox isn't up here. It's not. Okay. Oh my goodness. Alright. Rather than taking this long ass walk, I think I'm just gonna have to save it for next stream. Alright. Which will be Thursday-ish. Alright, thank you for watching.